WHOT Camel, WHOT FM, Youngstown.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boots Bell.
Oh, it's so nice to be with you. I love all the things you say. You're gonna please me in every way. Oh, it's so nice to be.
That's Gallery. Nice to be with you. Right to 303 at WHOT. The Boots Bell Show, looking round at 40 degrees of temperature. Hey, the number 10 tune on
WHOT.
for the year 72 was America's Horse with No Name, number 10.
On the first part of the journey.
That's a horse with no name. That's so great. That's America. The year was 72. Horse with no name, number 10. I'm Boots, 305 at WHOT. 40 degrees on the Boots Bell Show. Good show. Lake Milton Fish and Game Club's Wally Tabor Show, January 6th. That's this coming Saturday, 8 p.m., Austin Don Middle School.
Girls, if you got that special ring for Christmas, Strauss Bridal Show should be your first stop of the new year. Strauss Spring and Summer Bridal Show, Wednesday, January 3rd, 7:30, Powers Auditorium in downtown Youngstown. Pick up your free bridal show tickets at the Bridal Salon, Strauss Downtown, Southern Park, and Eastwood. Love leads the way in the newest bridal fashions for spring and summer. Make sure you find your way to the Strauss Spring and Summer Bridal Show, January 3rd at 7:30, Powers Auditorium, downtown Youngstown.
Just hours from the oven. That's the kind of freshness you get in every loaf of Schwabel's white breads. Because they're the white breads baked right here at Youngstown by your friends and neighbors. Schwabel's big, Schwabel's giant. Flavorful, nutritious, great tasting bread. In every slice, a very special kind of freshness. Not just fresh, Schwabel fresh. Just hours from the famous Schwabel ovens to your table. Schwabel's white breads. Here.
From 1972, the number three song was Nilsson's Without You. Here it is.
No, I can't forget the
There's Nilsson. The year was 72, of course. These are the top tunes of 1972. They're not all in order, of course, because we mix the tempos a little bit, but it's 40 WHOT degrees. This is the Boots Bell Show. Cash call is $154 for Johnny K tomorrow morning. Oh, yes. That ought to be a good hit. And here's a Boots Bell extra from 1972. Their name is Argent, the name of a precious metal in French. In English, hit music called Hold Your Head Up. That's looking good. Let's hold your head up. There's Argent. The year was 72. All the hits are from 72 this hour. 312 at WHOT. I'm Boots Bell. You got problems filling out federal income tax returns? It's like saying, do you breathe? Number seven for 72 was Brandy. Take a sip. Here's Looking Glass on the Boots Bell Show. See, there's Brandy, number 7 for the year of 72. Looking Glass on the Boots Bell Show at WHOT. Oh, by the by, the reason the rankings below, say, number 25 are not being given, and even some of those are going to change as the year goes on, is because a lot of the records in the top 100 this year are still selling. So naturally, the results of this, who sold how many and in proportion to others, where it ranks, is going to change. So if I gave you a whole 100 countdown, it would be meaningless, really, except for like the top records, which are already records which have sold and sloped right off, like Gilbert O'Sullivan, Roberta Flack, and those. All right? That's the reason I'm doing it. But you're getting the top 10 right here. As a matter of fact,
Happy holidays from the good guys.
this is number 6, the 6th selling tune, the 6th ranking tune of 72. Sounded like a Sesame Street item. Three Dog Night's Black and White is Dynamite. Here it is. They had it going. They did that last night for the big New Year's Eve thing. You happen to see that on TV? 3:20 hot cash call time, 40 WHOT degrees on the Boots Bell Show. There was Dick Clark, ageless as ever. I don't know how he does it. I haven't seen Dick personally in years. We have met. We don't know each other. We have met, you know. And Dick Clark is still looking like he did on the early bandstand shows, you know. And it suddenly dawned on me, I don't know how old Dick Clark is now, but I do remember that there was a time, I don't know if they still do, when Dick's son, Dick Jr., was living somewhere in the area. I believe it was the Poland area or the township or somewhere out there. And we met at a rock show we were doing at Stambaugh, and he was old. The boy was like, you know, what would he have been, 10, 12, somewhere in through there. And I was wondering, how old must that youngster be now? You know, next thing I'll hear is that he's been drafted into the NFL or something. I don't know if they're still in the same area. You can't count anybody out in the music business, though. Example? The number 5 selling tune from 1972 by a guy who's about 35 or so now. Here's Prez and Burning Love. 38? Didn't take long. Found out the young Master Clark was in Poland High, right? Long, cool woman. The Hollies, number 8 for the year. Number 8 for 72. Sing Hollies. That's a long, cool woman there. The Hollies, the year was 72. That's number 8 for the whole year. Me, I'm Boots at WHOT, 328 hot cash call time. Thanks for the kids who phoned in from Poland. Let me know pretty fast, all right? Well, now we know what the Clark family's up to anyway. It's a part of it anyway. As I say, you know, although broadcasting's really a small business, a guy like Dick Clark gets so busy that you hear from him all, you know, it's like the Christmas card or you meet somewhere and, hi, how are you? Fine, swell. He's going his way and I'm going mine, you know, so it's like that. Always been very kind, though. 39 WHOT degrees. I'm Boots. The hot weatherizer is variable cloudiness. Low 20s tonight. Upper 20s for the high tomorrow. Chance of a flurry or two as people start heading back to school. Is it school tomorrow? Everybody's, a lot of people are heading back to school tomorrow. And there are all those smiling faces aimed at the school. No, not the kids, the mothers.
You're listening to Boots Bell on WHOT Camel.
With a number 4 tune from 72. Number 4, and he had a couple in the top 100. Michael Jackson's Ben. Number 4. Boy, the psychologist guys went nuts in 72 with this one. It was a movie about, well, if you'd seen Willard or Ben, you know, the thing is, the kid is having a tough time, like, making it, and so he befriends rats. And the rats do his bidding, including at the end of one of them, they like attack his father and rip him up, and all the guys were saying, you know, the people who go to see the movie obviously just like their parents and are identifying and projecting, and it was, rather than seeing it for anything, you know, entertainment and or ridiculous or whatever you might read into it yourself, you know, they went really far out, man. So so much for Ben. Michael Jackson, number 4 for the year 1972. Got an extra coming on soon. The Boots Bell Show, 3:33 now, 39 Boots Bell degrees. Here's the annual Boar's Head and Yule Log Festival to be held next Sunday, 2:30 and 4:30 at St. John's Episcopal Church on Wick Avenue. Make your reservations by calling the church. I was thinking about that. These churches that have the Boar's Head Festival, where do you find a boar's head these days? Really? I mean, you don't just walk into, like, W.T. Grant's and say, I need a boar's head, and they say, hey, you need a head shrinker. I don't know. I was thinking, I know a place, it's a wild game preserve where they have Russian boars, the real 400-pound wild with the tusks coming out of the mouth, real mean customer. And the deal is that hunters, myself included, are invited to go in there, and they've got, you know, thousands of acres of land, and you can go in this place, it's fenced off, and hunt. It's not like, he's right in a little enclosure with you. It's thousands of acres. The fences are so he can't get out and rip up everybody's crops in the neighborhood. I was thinking if I could find a church that needed a boar's head, I'd go up there and hunt and pay to hunt the thing, and then bring the head back, and they could pay to have it mounted and use it every year rather than wear out a fresh boar over and over, Just a thought. Gotta help out, man. Bill Withers, 1972, by request. Number 9, the number 9 tune of 1972 was Lean On Me. Sing, Big Bill.
If you need a friend, call me
At WHOT, a Boots Bell Extra heading towards sports time from 1972. They weren't the top 25. They weren't even top 50. But Alice Cooper's Schools Out was in the top 100 and heavy.
when we got no choice.
From 72, Alice Cooper, and they did it just in time for the Schools Out people to buy it. 340 at WHOT 39. Boots Bell degrees now. Oh. Number 2, the number 2 song of 72. Number 2 was Gilbert O'Sullivan's Alone Again, Naturally. Here it is.
In a little while from now, if I'm not feeling any less sound, I promise myself to treat myself and visit a new one again. Naturally.
Gilbert O'Sullivan from 72, Alone Again, Naturally. Number 2 tune in the United States and the world for 1972. 344 Hot Cash Call Time. I'm Boots. One of the great fun records of the years. Follow sports.
WHOT Sports Scoreboard.
All right, everybody. See if we can mix it now.
Lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. She put the lime in the coconut, poured up. Put the lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. Put the lime in the coconut.
The coconut song, Nilsson, from another cut from the album Son of Schmilson. The first album was called Nilsson Schmilson. Then the Son of album had all this stuff in it from 72. Great novelty tune. 347 at WHOT. I'm Boots Bell. These are the top hits of 1972, and this. This is the top tune of 1972. Over 1.5 million copies of First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, Roberta Flack, the top tune of the year.
The first time your face.
Roberta Flack from 1972. The world fell in love with a love song. That's the top-selling tune of 1972. Surprising? She's some kind of great. I'm Boots at WHOT on the Boots Bell Show. Have yourself a very happy new year. That's my wish, and thank you for making the day a pleasant one. Boy, it's fun to go over the old ones. Hear them again, isn't it? One of my favorite stories is about a New Year's Eve guy who had evidently had a couple of replays and didn't want to go through another one. The guy is found passed out on the sidewalk in front of a big hospital in New York City. And around his neck is a big sign he's had lettered and attached to his clothing so it can't be removed. And it says, "Dear hospital people, when you pick me up, I don't have a tropical disease. And please don't try to remove my appendix. I'm just drunk. Repeat, I'm just drunk. Don't let any of your fancy Dan first-year medical students try something else on me. You clowns have already removed my gallbladder 4 times and my appendix 6 times. I'm just drunk. Just let me alone." Have yourself a happy...
WHOT News with Ed Richards.
WHOT Camel, WHOT FM, Youngstown.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael C. Richards.